All right, thank you for staying with Daybreak. Let's get closing remarks on this conversation on the BBI and way forward. And Mwangangi, I'll start with you. You've already seen a bit of division in here already.
What I want to tell the viewers is we have a divided Jubilee. And they deviated from the last election. They deviated from the real issues to non-issues. And my hypotheses are two. One, it is either the marriage between the two Jubilee leaders either was planned to go the way it is going. So people sat somewhere and thought simply because this guy has numbers, let us bring him on board. And as we have done before, once we are done with our 2 terms, we will do away with the guy, form another coalition and move on. Maybe that is I could be wrong. That is one part of my hypothesis. Because outside here, as Kenyans, whatever we see is not what ideally is supposed to be there. What do I mean? After Jubilee's coming to power in their first term, the election, the tours continued throughout, from the first year all the way to the last year. There were tours across the country by Deputy President, by the President himself. And if you go to your library, you will find the talk in those meetings was to re-elect Jubilee in 2017. I don't see anything wrong with whenever leaders move across the country, say, please put the country together either under Adishek or we have a prospect, we have a leader here. We want him to continue the good deeds we have been doing. So my first hypothesis, I could be wrong, but I think this thing was planned before the two leaders came together. Okay. And it is being now executed. The second hypothesis is Jubilee, according to Kenyans out there. Yeah. You know, agriculture contributes a lot to the economy of this country. Yeah. But where is agriculture, and where did President Kibaki leave agriculture sector in this country? Yeah. It is almost collapsing, because now we are being told don't grow maize, import them, I don't know from where, you know, these kind of things. Our coffee, tea, milk, everything is almost collapsing. Mm. So I want to tell them, because of these divisions, even in this discussion you can see, yeah. These are members of Jubilee, elected Jubilee Party members of Parliament. Their leader in Parliament, you can hear what he is saying, passes them. Yeah. You wait and see. They will pay dearly when it comes to the next election if they don't put their house in order. Okay. And that is how some of us, we want them to continue that way. Continue with your divisions, divide further, but it is good leaders to respect one another. Okay. Then finally, in the region, not in the region, but even in the country, I want to send my commiserations and Kodo with the family of the late Kibwes Member of Parliament, yeah. Kalembe Dile. As a country we have lost, as a region we have lost, as a community we have lost, and I say Paul to the family. Yeah. Thank you.
All right, Baraza?
I think constitutional making is a process that is driven by Kenyans and by Kenyans themselves. The millions of signatures that were collected in support of BBI notwithstanding, but the mood in the country as we speak now is evident that the BBI process is not viable going forward. I say so because we have the ravaging effects of COVID-19, we have skyrocketing unemployment, we have overstretched healthcare facilities, we also inadequacy of the COVID-19 vaccines. Yeah. So as a country, we need to focus our energy even in cushioning, yeah. and resurrecting our SME and the SMSAE, yeah. to be able to assist them navigate against the effects of COVID-19. Now, in the midst of all these happenings, we have seen the courts have spoken, the church leaders have spoken, yeah. That time has come as a country to take a reflection on where we have come from insofar as BBI is concerned, yeah. and where we are going, and take a break. so that we can focus on much more emerging issues that are more important than BBI itself.
Okay.
The proposals in BBI, in the constitutional amendments, we can begin to implement them slowly by slowly, even as we are way to anchor them properly in law.
Okay.
So that is my take on today's morning.
All right. Why did you take a sabbatical?
I took a sabbatical leave, and this is what I said. I took a sabbatical leave from national Tanga politics, but not from local Tanga politics. I have continued to engage in UDA membership drive in my constituency, and also to focus on delivery of my promise to the people of Kimilili constituency, ensuring that the projects that are funded by CDF are completed within time, and also engaging our local leaders in terms of where we want to go as a county, in terms of who will be governor, who will be senator, what is up for that puts us together and divides us. And I'm only remaining with 1 month. After 1 month, I'll be able to give up my report and move forward.
Are you abandoning the deputy president?
I have not abandoned the deputy president. I have never said I will abandon the deputy president. I said I'm taking leave from national, because I'm a national Tanga general. So I realized that I'm taking too much time around the country. So I said I should focus on my projects within my constituency, finish it, engage our local leaders, Salia, Tangula, Kitui, Ken Lusaka, which I've done very well. So that that is going to shape my politics going forward.
What if they inspire you to move from UDA and join them?
They can't. You know, we are looking at it in terms of how are we going to change our political model. Okay. It's not about swaying me from UDA or me swaying them to UDA, but it's just a matter of how are we going to put our manifesto together, how are we going to put our different thoughts together for the common good of the people of Bungoma. And I have a very good report that I will be able to share with my supporters within a month, and the call of my sabbatical leave so that I can join my good friend Onesmus Kimani Ngujiri in building this country and going forward.
Closing remarks.
Well, let me also support my friend here.
Yeah.
Sometimes they reach somewhere, somebody says, let me go local. I'm still in maybe in UDA, but you go local as he did. It is good sometimes, because if you reach somewhere and you see there is a lot of confusion, many people will take that leave and say, let me deal with the constituency first, and my people, then after that, I still join the other people. So I agree with you. That one is good. What I will say about the BBI, to me, I'm seeing the BBI, the earlier constitution, 20% was not good. For this one, I can give it 30% is not good.
Yeah. And
the 30% which is not good, it's something very small. You still have an A if it is exam, when you have 70%. But with that kind of rudeness and arrogance, it will make it more bad. And why am I saying that? The Jubilee Party, if they can follow actually and respect the ODM, the way I saw like Orengo and the other lawyer had taken, Utenda Molo had taken different, but they were called by the party leader and the organ, and they sit down and they agreed and they went back and continued with the safari. But for Jubilee, if they are fighting people to go out, that is the same thing Kanu did.
Okay.
Kanu did the same, chasing the members, until the members who were outside, they became big number than the numbers of the people who are inside. So I would advise them, the way they are going, and Kinamurade, chasing people, chasing the deputy president is not good. And the writing is in the wall. If the new party, if they can support somebody from Junja and get the seat of MP, Lulie, and they can be able to get MCA in my place in Nakuru, and they can be able to get an MCA. It is the writing is in the wall. That means who is talking? Wanjiku. Let them understand Wanjiku is rejecting the things they are doing by force. The end of the day, who is the boss? It is Wanjiku. I'll persuade them. Don't use that force. Let's come together. Let's talk. As my friends have said, we can be able to come together and see if 70% is good, what are we going to do? But if they see Ngojiri coming there and they think now, they have got another member on the other side. My friend, no, I'm independent mind.
All right.
And what Maoka Maore is saying, he has said something very important.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, if the parties are not going to be careful,
Yeah.
if they are given the mandate of being the leader of the party, then they start chasing the members.
Yeah.
In this country, it will reach somewhere, people will go independent.
Okay.
They will not be going with the parties.
All right, Maure, very brief closing remarks.
I'm just very quick to remind my colleagues to remember just some few months ago when the UK was going for elections,
Yeah.
the Prime Minister or the leader of the Conservative Party managed to sack 21 members of Parliament who are against his agenda of the Brexit, because the election was premised on the special election that was called was actually to test the popularity of the agenda of the Brexit. So that's what you mean pattern display. So when people come and they decide to go wrong, and then they have been going wrong so long, they go and mess up and fight the BBI. Then all of a sudden they now start saying, oh, no, we want to come and change this thing in Parliament. You have no chance. Go and mobilize to go and do a referendum to reject all of it or to accept all of it. Hii maneno ya katikati, it is not there. It is not arrogant, but I'm just telling you the truth. The truth is that they have never been part of BBI. They will not want anything about BBI to go through because it is against their dreams or the political of disorganizing the president.
Okay.
And nobody is going to allow them.
Okay. Nikal?
Yes, thank you.
Let me start with the Tangatanga Jubilee issue.
Yeah.
Very simply, the Tangatanga wing of Jubilee actually want to have their cake and eat it. They want to remain in Jubilee, but they don't want to go the Jubilee way. Now, really, honestly, if you reach a situation in a coalition where you think we cannot continue here, the respectable thing, the honorable thing is to leave. In 1966, when Jaramogi felt that he really could not be in KANU anymore, he started Kenya People's Union.
Yeah.
But to insist being there and making a lot of noise and not following even your own structure, I think is not right. In fact, they are actually kind of weakening themselves. If you have a strong stand in a position like that, then you can say, okay, in this house, I cannot say what I want to say. I'll go into another house. But don't keep saying, sitting in there and say you want it your own way.
All right.
Now, on BBI, really, first of all, let I go back is the BBI report. I looked at it and I asked myself, since 1963, what did we want to do? What did we want to achieve? I can tell you, as when I was a young doctor, the government hospitals were better than even Aga Khan and Nairobi. The government schools were better. Things were actually, Kenya was looking forward.
Yeah.
And when I looked at the BBI report, I saw that it's actually addressing very many issues that have made things deviate away from it. And I saw it as an instrument that would actually take us back on the path we wanted to go.
Okay.
Now, the process has come where we have reached the build stage. And it has reached where it has reached. It is in court. I think that let it be in court and let the process go on.
Okay.
And let things move as fast as it is.
All right.
In my view, it is something we should actually follow to the end.
Okay.
Nothing comes absolutely. Sometimes things will come. There are parts of it you don't like.
Yeah.
But I say as a doctor, if you have a baby inside and he says we can scan and we find that the baby has a little defect, shall we kill the baby inside the mother, or we say let the baby be born and get the doctors to sort out the problems?
Okay.
So I think we should look at it. Let's not tie ourselves too much to 2022.
All right.
We must look at the better part of the
All right.
better future of the country.
Thank you.
So that in any case, remember what brought BBI was the handshake.
Okay.
So if this is going on, we strengthen the handshake and we wait for the process. We are following the legal process. That's the way it should go.
All right. Thank you, honorable members. Dr. James Nikal, Member of Parliament, Seme Maoka Maore, Deputy Majority Whip, Kimani Ngujiri, Member of Parliament for Bahati, Francis Mwangangi, former MP Yata, and Didmas Baraza Kimilili, Member of Parliament. Thank you so much for making time this morning. We'll take a quick break here on Daybreak. When we come back, it's Sporting Monday. Don't go too far.